interact with your listeners. I'm sure we're going to have an interesting evening. Thank you.
So, you're going to hang around with us while we talk to Mr. Laquis.
Problem.
So, Mr. Laquis, Diego Martin Central. Tell us who is John Laquis?
Well, I've been around the block.
All right.
So, as I say,
Yeah.
I've been involved in motorcycle industry, automotive industry, the food industry, the marine industry in my lifetime.
All right.
Many ups and downs along the way, but all chalked up to experience. I sat home one evening and looked around and said to myself, you know, I hate the word retirement.
Right.
My brother in Canada told me that they have to leave their jobs at 55. No, you have to.
Yeah.
And they bring in new crops of people. And within 2 years, 80% of the retirees die because there's so much golf you could play,
Yeah.
more lawn you could mow, play in the swimming pool.
Right.
They have nothing to go forward for or to earn or to achieve. You know, all those things that is parked up. You say, I retire.
Yeah.
No. There's just so much flowers you could plant or pick or clean. And I said to myself, listen, I ain't retired yet, you know. I mean, I'm not working, sell out everything, you know. But what is going on with the country? And it dawned on me that no one wants to stand up and say, listen, the direction we're going in is wrong. It is not going to take us anywhere. More crime is being committed. What is the reason? And it was a real revelation. It came over me that, no, I can't sit down here and do nothing like everybody else on this boat. And the so-called leaders are taking us where they want to take us. I didn't want to go there.
All right.
That journey taking me the wrong place.
So I guess that would be. Next question was why politics? I guess.
Well, in real,
Yeah.
you really can't do anything outside of politics, you know.
Right.
If you look around, you see all these NGOs, which I think is necessary. They are.
Yeah.
And a lot of people write fancy letters in the papers. And then a next set of people call up on the radio programs. But nobody doing anything about it.
Right.
You know, it's just words.
No action.
No action.
All right.
So, listen. It's one life to live.
Yeah.
Right? I born and bred here. I love my country. It's a beautiful place. Time for me to get off my back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do something about it. Trinidad is an incredible place. You meet people that come from abroad and first they say how beautiful this country is. It's green. It's,
Yeah.
you know, we mashing it up, we destroying it, and nobody paying attention. Well, I decided it's time to rise.
Take a stand.
And I must admit, I've always been partial to the UNC because they are real more progressive and they do not put square peg in wrong holes,
All right.
you know?
Yeah.
And in particular, the leader, Ms. Kamala, she will not put me to maintain an aircraft, for example,
Yeah.
or ask me to go do that. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing, you know? But one thing she did say and insist on is that our job is ready to take care of the constituency. You know? When it comes to the thing of finance and law and all those things,
They have people for that.
she will put the right people in place for these things.
Right.
You know what I mean? I may not qualify for any of them, but in the meanwhile, my job is to fix that constituency. And I'll tell you something.
Well, let's talk about that constituency now. And I can tell you because I wasn't born there, but I grew up
Right.
in Diego Martin Central. Right. I now live St. Joseph, but I grew up down there the majority of my life.
We'll come back home now.
Right. My mom is still there, so home is home.
Okay. I'll let you off the
Yeah.
hook.
Right. So, have you walked the entire?
Have I?
Yeah.
Have I?
Constituency.
Boy, I'm telling you, I have been, geez, it's hard and difficult, but it's easy to explain.
Yeah.
I have gone to places where people have been forgotten. There are places I've never seen or heard what an MP is.
What?
You know?
We call MPs missing persons.
Well,
We call them that.
a representative,
Yeah.
you know, they never saw them.
Yeah.
If you never saw these people, how come they get voted in every time? Who does that? They never see one, never interacted with one, but yet they always win. Well, I found out. They're so sure about these people they have neglected for so long. And the neighborhoods, the infrastructure. They don't need to campaign. Past week, 3 different people tell me when they interacted with, you know,
Yeah.
they say they don't need to campaign. They win that already. I mean, how could you? What you think they are? Some rabbits in a cage or something? No. The people I interacting with are bright people, smart people, intelligent people. Those young people on the block
Yeah.
just don't have
Opportunities.
a avenue
Yeah.
to rise.
Yeah. So
You know?
tell me what have you seen as the major problems in that constituency from when you've started to now?
Boy, Andrew, I will be telling you things until next month.
Yeah.
That is to tell you how bad it is. It is a forgotten place. There are sections that are not forgotten,
Right.
because those people could afford to
Yeah.
uplift themselves,
Correct.
you know, and they didn't depend on
The handout. Yeah.
Yeah. So we doing a hand up, as the lady says.
Yeah.
You know, and they asking me for that. People telling me, boss, I don't want to give the government give me anything, you know. Just arrange for something to happen so we could grow and
Give me an opportunity.
and develop ourselves, you know.
Yeah.
And they're so bright. It has some of them there, cheese. I tell you, full of talent, you know. It wasted is a sin. And the infrastructure, you get out every morning on your bed and walk out there and you seeing a 20-foot by 30-foot mound of garbage facing you every morning. How you gonna feel about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is deplorable. You know, they do not consider the people in my constituency, as far as I can see, because I've walked it nearly, reach about 95%.
Yeah.
Right? By the way, the reception is phenomenal. It's incredible. When we leave some of those places, the whole place yellow.
All right. So let's break it down. Tell me the older folks. What was the
Well, a lot of the older folks, there's a lady in her late 70s.
Yeah.
She met me last week. I don't want to call the area.
Yeah.
She will know who I'm talking about. A beautiful woman. And what she told me, she said, son, come. So she held my hand. She said, I am feeling good. And I'm praying for you. Well, since then, she ring me once a week.
right?
And tell me she's praying for me every day. Because, and her house has been the government, I don't like to call their name.
Yeah.
None of them.
Right.
Right? So I'm sorry if I don't call names.
No problem. No,
Right.
We know about calling
You
names
know?
here, so.
I'm giving them no power.
Right.
None. Yeah. They have 7 people in the house.
Yeah.
She said they all 7 will vote for you. And she ring me nearly 2-3 times a week and say, I just said a prayer for you.
Right.
It is amazing.
And tell me about the youths now.
Let me tell you one more story.
All right, sure,
This
go ahead.
morning, a gentleman ring me
Yeah.
and told me I am a diehard,
Yeah.
right? My children want UNC and they're voting for me. He said, and I've argued with them. He said, but you know something? I got up this morning and realized, he looked around and realized nothing has happened to them in years. And he had no water for the past 3 days. I called somebody I know
Yeah.
was a man at work. Call a person, tell him, I say, what's the story? Hear this story. One booster pump burn. The next booster pump need fixing. I say, but how long will I go take? All you have all them millions to play with. How hard it is to pick up. They must have stores and replace it. Anyhow, he make me to understand that should be fixed by Friday or Saturday. So I
Right.
call back the gentleman. Less than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Here the gentleman. He said, you come back to me? I said, yes, sir. You told me I went and checked your complaint and try and see what I could do for you and so. And he said, that is the service? I said, yes, that's what I'm here for. You have a concern, I have to fix it. I have to bring some kind of closure to it. You know? And he was so impressed. He said, you have me.
No, nice. Nice. All right. So, what are the major challenges you see for the people? I mean, identifiable. I don't think. Well, infrastructure, obviously.
Wow.
Unemployment.
Listen.
So tell me, what have you, as you've been out there?
Let me start with the drainage systems, because it's Diego Martin, Petit Valley. They have rain falling there. When I reach down my KFC, it have no rain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're on St. Lucia Road and no rain, Diamond Vale, rain.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know? So it have a lot of drains and rivers, etc. And all of them in disrepair. All. Some rivers and ravines and things I went into have trees growing in it, which means the council don't look or they don't see it, even though the council living right up the road. Nothing is done. You see that, we have to start cleaning that, and we will reduce the incidence of flooding. You know what I mean? That will put people's mind to rest, because a lot of people are afraid of floods. Why? Because it's real to them. Yeah. It has happened already, and they lost everything. You know, so it's real. It's a serious concern. So we have to fix that. The traffic problem coming out of Diego Martin. Every time they can hurry up a motor car, great, no problem. But if we could reduce the amount of cars coming out of Diego Martin on a morning, we will reduce a lot of bad tempers, save money on gas. You know what I mean? You will get to work on time, etc. Yeah. So I'm proposing to do a shuttle service. We'll locate some areas for car parks, and the people will come there, they park, it will be secured, and they take us direct shuttle service to Port of Spain, and from there they can branch out to wherever they're going.
Yeah.
And likewise, we return in the evening, or if the need be during the day, we will do the same thing continuously. You know? So, because you look around and you see traffic, and if you look at 50 cars, 45 of them is one person in the car.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
In other parts of the world, somehow those people are a little more conscious.
Yeah, they carpool
and they carpool and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
well, you
so
see,
I want to do something like that.
Yeah, because you see, usually those things in other parts of the world are basically they're not really policy, but they put to you in that way.
Yeah.
So you know they abide by it, and there are incentives for it and that.
Yes,
kind of thing. Yeah.
I think people gonna come around to it, because it's a frustrating thing to be in traffic in the morning.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you ought to get to work 5 o'clock. You ought to leave because of traffic. And you're tired when the night comes. You know what I mean? No. I think we could do better with that. You know? And then there are young guys outside there that they have talent in not necessarily in economics and those things, but they could be very good joiners. Yeah. They are masons. Some of them have certificates, some T and Tech school. That they're doing
tradesmen, basically.
Yes, they're doing nothing.
Yeah.
We have to find work for these guys, create small companies
sustainable
that they will own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They will own these companies and grow it and create employment in the neighborhood. Maintenance of those rivers and so that need attention constant, like every quarter. It should have a crew going on in different rivers and because in their area, and they clean up and keep that nice and clean, you know?
Yeah.
We wouldn't have flood. But I want to do some educational sort of programs for particularly younger kids and young men and women. But you see the community center.
Yeah.
It closed. They spent 8 million.
Yeah.
But it closed. If it's how pretty it is.
Yeah, that's on the boulevard.
On the boulevard,
yeah.
yes. It's open on Saturday mornings for a market.
Right.
Because the market was up the road.
Correct.
But even if they moved the market here, they said this is the official market.
Yeah.
Up there, people still go in there. The vendors still go in there.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't vexed with that. You know, I ain't vexed with that. The thing is, there are NGOs that maybe want to use your garage or your house or somebody's house to have their meetings and, you know, have things to do with ladies and young mothers, all those kind of NGOs that need a house somewhere.
A space,
Let them use it. Let them use it. Then I have, I'm going to make sure I get the right people in the right places to train in computers, computer repairs, building, design. I want to attack the automotive hybrid market.
Yeah.
I'm going to train as many as could train in hybrid technology, right? And electric technology.
Yeah.
Let them go open their own garages.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And this for the youths that
This is for them.
They just...
You go open your business. Because within 5 years or a little more, not much more, that is what we'll be driving.
Yeah.
No more gasoline and diesel and all that stupidness. Many European countries already ban it already.
Yeah, Holland has stopped all...
You understand?
Yeah.
And we're going to have to go there.
Yeah.
Must. You know, so I want to have a whole cadre of them coming out with that knowledge. And they go open, because every car on the road will be it.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not a long time with a hammer, a pong, and a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Times change.
That's right. It's
You know?
technology.
Yeah.
Technology. So, Diego Martin Central kind of is a mix
It is.
of class,
Yes.
race. It's a big
Yeah.
mix.
It's a serious mix.
Yeah. What have you been able to gather from? Okay, like what exactly are they telling you? The personal interactions. I know you gave us some examples, but what you're getting from the entire, or is it different parts seeing different things?
Well, I would say about 30% or 25% does not really need other uses, because of once the garbage is collected,
Yeah.
the lawns they're painted, clean up, and they happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest now.
Yeah. The more on
You notice the main thing I get?
What's that?
I want a job
Unemployment.
and I have no food. It is disheartening. Sometimes I nearly break down to see an old lady with all her little grandchildren around her and call me aside to tell me this quietly because she's ashamed.
Yeah.
And the men in the house do not have a job, and whichever job they had, it closed down or they get laid off. You know, it is difficult. But they are very resilient in that they don't ask outright and say, I need money.
Yeah.
Give me money. I haven't gotten that. From no part of that constituency, I haven't gotten that. But they want to work. They want a job.
They want opportunities.
Yes, you know. And that part with the no food thing, boy, it's I don't know what to say. These people not interested in big buildings and nice big what is call it swimming pools and a big stadium. And it does nothing for them. They can't relate it. They're not relatable. You know, they're suffering. You telling me, look at stadium, how pretty and nice. By the way, you gotta pay to use it.
That's the one down.
Yeah. You gotta pay.
Oh, what they call it?
Yeah,
Bagatelle.
Bagatelle, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, who money it is build that? Huh? Them guys? No, it ain't. It's the people money. So it's the people own. So open it up, let them go use it. That is what it's there for. No, it's a nice big white elephant. Open all of them things. Because I'm going on win the seats, eh?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Right? And I open all of those facilities.
The community center, the stadium.
Yeah. Open all. Let the people use it, man. It's their own.
All right, so we just have a minute, just over a minute to the break. You want to take some calls?
Sure, no problem.
Numbers to call 3420081. You can send me a WhatsApp message 7711791. You can call 466-5391. Or if you're calling from the US, 718-874-3860. All right, so We have with us, still with us is Rodney Stowe from Lavantil West. And we also inside with Mr. John Laquis from Diego Martin Central. Good afternoon.
Mr. Piper.
Yes, what's up?
How are you going, sir?
I'm all right.
Next representative for what? Diego Martin?
Central.
Central. Papi, you have a good idea. You have a very good idea. But you see the idea you have there? You have to get half of the budget to carry it with you. You have a very good idea. And no, you're talking sense, eh? You're talking sense. All community center is we money that bill it. I want to say we, it means me, you, Piper, everybody money.
Right.
Because we pay tax. Right? We pay tax. And I can't see for what reason these CNN people say that's we own, the key is our own. Right? We could open when we want. You have a good idea. I love if all the representatives could talk like you. But how much of them could do like you? How much of them could do like you?
All right. All right.
Because right now the river by we here, it has tree growing it that you could carry to the sawmill and make lumber with it. So that's to tell you how it's going. Yeah. All right, brother.
All right, man. Thanks. All right. So we're going to a break now. We come back, speak some more, and open up the lines. Keep it locked right here to the official station that defends the nation, the Street 919 FM.
It's been a very long, hard 5 years. Our beloved nation is in this crisis today. Over 100,000 jobs have been lost. And don't let them fool you. It is not because of COVID. We are committed to creating jobs. Our job plan is for creating, through diversification, to create the jobs I've spoken about. We will encourage strategic investments, creating jobs, getting people back to work, safeguarding social equity and justice, and protecting rights. We commit to support lifelong learning skills, building and giving full rein to the enthusiasm, initiative, and creativity of all our citizens. So, my priority one is putting you back into jobs. That is priority one when we get back into office. So these are some of the things I ask you when you're making that comparison to make your decision to remember. They talk a lot, but they do not deliver. Performance beats old talk every time, anytime.
Time to get them out. The time is now. Time to vote them out. Man, enough is enough. 5 years we had it rough. PNM is drought. They take food out we mouth. And we vote in UNC. Dip your finger, UNC. We vote in UNC. Vote for Kamala and better country. And we vote in UNC. Dip your finger, UNC. And we vote in UNC. Vote for Kamala. Let's get rid of Rowley. Dip your finger. Mrs. I in charge. The People's Party. We and them advantage just for too damn long. And we want back we country. With the fake oil the country spoil. Rowley must go, go, go. Close down Metro Trip. Rowley must go, go, go. Where the taxpayers' money gone, him bird can't answer. And what about the gas that they send when he's way back? And he bring in Delcy, the man is a gamer. Stuart Young is a failure, cause every day another you getting murdered. I'm calling him but want to bring in sports car. Confused gypsy jumping from camp to camp and I do nothing for you. UNC, dip your finger, UNC. We vote in UNC. Vote for Kamala, better country. And we vote in UNC. Dip your finger, UNC. And we vote in UNC. Vote for Kamala, get rid of Rowley. Dip your finger.
All right, so we're back on the inside. And I have with me today two candidates from the United National Congress. The candidate for Lavantil West, Rodney Stowe, who we heard from earlier, and for Diego Martin Central, Mr. John Laquis. My lines are going crazy. Let's go straight to the lines. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir, Mr. Piper.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, and good afternoon to you, sir, Mr. Bigz, and to the two new upcoming MPs the debate holiday right now.
Right. Talk to them.
Now,
Talk to them.
Okay, now, Piper, now to the MP for Lavantil West, right? I hear you was talking about something on the VN.
Hearing you.
Right, okay, good afternoon to you, sir. I hear you was talking about the water that was coming up the mountain from Lavantil and coming up and causing the little landscapes and all them different things in the area. I want to address this one thing. If they want to fix flooding in Trinidad and Tobago, they have to deal with the lowland areas going to the sea first. Anytime you hear they open up that northbound lane up there for that water to come down, let me tell you something. You see this from the eastern main, you go back, that whole area goes wrong for sure. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, in Mova here, we have the same problem. Well, I live in Second Caledonia up there, right? Now, I just saw Mova all over different things. There is a drain coming from the mountain, from the where they call it Mova, based in Francois Valley Road. Mova died to the tippy top. On top, where coming through from the mountain, the drain you could start about almost 8 feet in width. And coming down the road, when it be to the pitch, it narrowed down about, you could say barely 3 feet. So you know the water going to flow over to the road and all them different things. Now that is helping the lowland areas on the ground. So when you see when it narrowed down, you see it kind of slowing down the water from coming down. Anytime you hear, you open up that whole place for that water to come down on the lowland area, I am telling you that whole place is going to flood out real bad. If they want to fix that, you see all these major big drains and what is going directly to the sea, they have to clean out from the sea, come back first and make sure that when the water comes, the water could go out to the sea. Because when you hear that the sea level rise and the water from the drain can't go, you know it's back that water back in that, right? And that's going to cause and flooding and that's going to cause the country. If they want to fix that problem, fix that lowland area going to the sea first, and then you can open up the northbound. But anytime you open up the first, I'm telling you, they put in the lowland area at serious risk to be drunk. So they need to take that into consideration. But good program and all your head and all your shoulders. Keep it up.
All right, thanks. All right, man.
Well, as I was saying, you know, it's not a matter of opening up the drains. The idea is we need to slow the water down from coming down into the smaller part of the drains. And if you watch, he's saying about the major drains, but if you watch the major drains, they are always high.
Yeah.
So
I see they're fixing a drain now. They're
right now, you see the excavator end up down in almost to the bottom.
Yeah.
Right? So these are things we need to deal with early o'clock. There are no diversion of the water. We need to divert the water before it hits the sea. We have to understand, if you go all over and the world and do researches, some countries have pipelines going all about the place before it come back to the sea.
Yeah.
We need to find ways to slow the water getting to the sea, and it will cool the flooding, because the mouth of the drain always flood.
Maybe some more retention ponds.
Exactly. Them kind of thing. We need to do them kind of thing, because when you pass on the bottom, the water always up to the top of the drain. Yeah. So by the time the rain really fall.
I was seeing a video where they were showing the drain and it was 5 holes.
Right. That is where they come out to go to the sea.
Right. And one is blocked totally.
Right. Because the water straight up.
What is dirt and silt, you know?
And then the 5 holes has nothing to stop the debris from coming through the holes.
All just packs there.
Everything. So we have to do research and know what we're doing. We're not digging a cash pit nowhere to slow. It needs to have a cash pit going to that major drain.
Yeah. All right. So the numbers to call, you can speak to the prospective candidate for Lavantil West as well as Diego Martin Central for the UNC. Call and have a chat with them. Keep it respectful, please. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm all right.
Where are you calling from?
Is this 91.1?
Yes, this is 91.1. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Diego Martin Central.
Diego Martin. All right, Mr. Laquis is here. He's listening. You can have a word with him.
That is the person I want to talk with.
All right, go ahead. He's hearing you.
No, they're still talking. I'm looking at it and they're
No. What? Listen to the phone. Listen on the phone. You will be, if you're on the internet, there's a delay. So go ahead and talk.
Okay, hello?
Yeah, live on the air now. Go ahead. He's hearing you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Don't listen on your computer. Listen on the phone.
All right. Hello, Mr. Laquis.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, ma'am.
I am a resident of the Martin Central, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And I heard you saying about pile up of garbage and the Martin Central was a neglected place. Come on, man. I live the Martin Central. Don't do that.
May I ask what part of the Central you live, ma'am?
Wait, I just telling you I live the Martin Central. I am telling you, I have no problem with anybody going up for election. Garbage and the Martin Central.
Ma'am, you had to load on your radio. It's confusing you. Load on the computer.
All right, I'm going to load it down.
Yes, and talk because you're listening and we have a delay.
All right.
All right.
I just wanted to listen to me. I have no problem with anybody going up for election and nobody see the lies. I have a problem with that, man. Only mustn't do that. I'm lowering it down. I don't like them thing, man. Right? The thing about it is that we must not do that. It have nowhere in the Martin Central have a pile of garbage.
All right. Well, I don't know. I mean, you want to tackle because I specifically heard you say certain parts are okay.
I am not going to name those places.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to go that way at all, you know? And the lady, I mean, where she lives, maybe it's not so.
Yes,
but
correct.
there are areas, I'm not calling any names, that are like that, and the people have personally asked me to do something about it.
Right.
You know, and it is horrible.
Right. So, I mean, I understand. Same way you say you understand people going up. I mean, listen to what he's saying, because he specifically said there are parts. He didn't say the entire thing. Let's take a next call. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. All right, the lights on, nobody home. All right, so we getting ready to wrap up. We just have about 10 minutes left. So, let me. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, hello, good day.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to the two representatives from the Martin Central.
And Lavantil West.
Lavantil West. Yeah, to the caller to Lavantil West there, Mr.
Stowe.
Mr. what?
Rodney Stowe.
Mr. Stowe. Mr. Stowe, do you remember many years ago there was plans to redevelop East Port of Spain?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was under the Manning government, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember there was plans to move the people, rebuild Port of Spain, redevelop it or stuff like that, and that was the idea to bring back the people back, right?
Yeah.
Tell me something. What caused that plan to stop? Did you remember?
I can't say. I can't recall.
You can't recall?
No.
Well, maybe you can ask your political leader. And also, what are your views on a former health minister who say that it's okay to lift restriction of COVID because there's no COVID in the country? I just want to hear your thoughts, please. I will listen up here.
All right.
Well, my political leader could say you could really lift the COVID and thing, but it have rules and regulation, and there are people they have to account to before all that happen. If we understand the place we live in, you know, I might say X and it don't mean that could happen, no.
Literally.
Because at the end of the day, there are doctors and agency that are dealing with the COVID, and you have to follow their rules, and you know, just saying it don't mean that could happen. You know, so if you want to take it as, you know, my leader said XYZ and it's going to happen immediately, that is not going to happen. You have to go through it, have the councils and whoever are in charge, you have to go through them first, and then you could say be doing XYZ. Don't feel that the present government are doing this thing on their own, right? They have people they are accounting to, and they would tell them, we could do this, we could do that, we could open here, we could open that. So it's not really a government issue. It's more or less about the medical issue. They deal with that.
Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Laquis, all right, we're about to wrap up. So, I'm going to stop the music, everything. I'll give you a minute. Talk to the constituents at the Martin Central. You tell them what you need to tell them.
Well,
go ahead.
The people I have met and have been mandated to go to every house. So we have been doing, our campaign is based on walking and meeting the people and hearing their concerns. As of now, I am very hopeful that the people will support me. I'm asking them to support me. I've asked thousands of them to support me, and the response is very positive. And I know I will not disappoint these people. You know, so thanks again to the audience and to the constituents of Diego Martin Central.
All right, so thanks for coming, both of you. You know, we're always open when you need to do anything. You give us a call and you're welcome here anytime.
No problem.
All right, so that's it for us for today. Keep a look right here to the official station that defends the nation, the Street 919 FM. Bigz and myself, we're out.
It's been a very long, hard 5 years. Our beloved nation is in this crisis today. Over 100,000 jobs have been lost. And don't let them fool you. It is not because of COVID. We are committed to creating jobs. Our job plan is for creating, through diversification, to create the jobs I've spoken about. We will encourage strategic investments, creating jobs, getting people back to work, safeguarding social equity and justice, and protecting rights. We commit